And welcome to Stamford Bridge for our live First Division soccer this afternoon. It is Chelsea against Liverpool, a team that was at the top of the table but has now fallen on hard times in terms of gathering points against a team that's hoping to rehabilitate itself and take a charge at the top of the table. Chelsea's lineup, a few changes after some bad results recently, only 2 points collected from their last 4 games, a possible 12. They have 3 changes in the side. Kenneth Monkou comes back after injury for Erland Johnsen in defence. Johnny Bumstead continuing in the midfield for Peter Nicholas. Gordon Durie is back in place of Kevin Wilson after a hernia operation, and Clive Wilson is in for Mickey Hazard. Liverpool, John Barnes still not back. Steve Staunton is injured. Barry Venison comes in at left back for him. Alan Hansen returns to the heart of the defence, and Jan Mølby moves forward to where John Barnes would normally play. The game is on, and Chelsea, all in blue, are playing from right to left. And a long ball forward by Clarke, and out of play off Gary Ablett, who's immediately slotted into the left back position with Barry Venison at right back. Hysén and Hansen, the 2 central defenders for Liverpool. Steve McMahon and Ablett once more to give a first touch to Bruce Grobbelaar. It hasn't been a particularly good month for Stevie Clarke, the new captain of Chelsea, and the Chelsea team themselves, losing their last 2 matches against Wimbledon and Queen's Park Rangers, and before that in the league they'd drawn at Manchester United and at home to Southampton. But the resumption of this man, Kenneth Monkou, in the defence might stiffen things up. He was hurt in the defeat by Wimbledon and was missing against Queen's Park Rangers. They need the Dutch under-21 international at the back. That's Beardsley. It's cut out by Roberts, and then it was Mølby. Houghton trying to find him and succeeding, but the Chelsea defence was firm, and that's Monkou with a nice piece of play to Tony Dorigo, and Dorigo looking for Gordon Durie. Durie got the flick on there, but it went straight to Gary Ablett. Unpleasant afternoon in the West End of London. It's got through to Beardsley. Beasant goes down, still Beardsley, but the flag was up for offside. A free kick to Chelsea, and the first opportunity to call in John Giles.
Well, sometimes it's a good thing when you have the top of the table team or the best team in England coming to you when you've had a bad run. And Chelsea have had a bad run in the last few weeks, but it sometimes pick the players up. They've got some good players, and really they should just get stuck into Liverpool today.
Chelsea have the throw, and at Stamford Bridge this afternoon, despite the attractions of the Christmas shopping, there's still 38,000 sellouts to see this top of the table match. It's Gordon Durie. That's hit long towards Kerry Dixon. Dixon's head got there, and Dickens goes in, and Ablett is able to clear it, but straight to Clarke, and now Whelan. And what a perceptive ball by Ronnie Whelan to release Mølby from that defensive position. One back by John Bumstead. Clarke, and Bumstead once more. Roberts forward, cut out there by McMahon. Back for Clarke. Not a good ball from him. Now it's Clive Wilson. Wilson once more, and played through the middle for Dixon, and that was meant to try to get big David Lee onto it, but Dixon's pass was not quite good enough, and the Liverpool defence snapped shut. Beardsley making a run, and he's beaten the offside trap this time. Beardsley against Beasant, and Peter Beardsley is in, and there's number 1 for Liverpool. 3 minutes gone, and Peter Beardsley opens the Liverpool account. A superbly timed run to beat the offside trap. Barry Venison saw the looping run, picked up Beardsley, who stormed onto that. Beasant committed himself, and once you're down, you're beaten. And in went Beardsley to pick his spot. A superb finish, and 3 minutes have gone, and Chelsea are behind.
Well, why teams keep playing the offside? I just do not know. absolutely no need to try and play the offside there. There's 4 Chelsea players back, and one of them had to pick up Beardsley. It's a simple thing. Because once you cut out like that, Beardsley's got to run on the keeper. And I must say, Beasant wasn't too good coming out there. He came out very quickly and made it very easily for Beardsley, who likes that situation. He's very quick, good control. And once he went past the keeper, he kept his head very well and knocked her into a good into the goal easily. But why Chelsea are playing offside, I just do not know.
So Peter Beardsley, who began his season by scoring in the Charity Shield at Wembley against Arsenal, the only goal that day back in August, notches up his 10th of the season at Stamford Bridge. And that really was bad defending by Chelsea that enabled them to get in. Monkou, the central defender, was part of that back 4 that was found out by a rather naive application of the offside trap. That's another one than Graham Roberts, now the player coach at Stamford Bridge. It's on towards Durie. Hysén has got the touch to it to help it back to Grobbelaar. Whelan, and that's for Rush to chase, and Roberts has been found out for pace here, and Rush! Oh, what a goal! What a superb goal by Ian Rush! And Chelsea's flat back 4 caught out again. 5 minutes gone, and the New England international goalkeeper Dave Beasant is exposed once more. Whelan it was with that superb through ball. Rush beat Roberts for pace, and an exquisite chip beat Beasant, and that's 2-0.
Well, very simple for Liverpool, really, and it's no wonder that Chelsea have lost the goals that they have lost in the last few weeks, because Ronnie Whelan really wasn't in such a good position when he received the ball. He was very deep, and it was a good ball from Ronnie, but there's no way a defender should have gone out like that, especially against somebody at the pace of Rush. He's also got to give him a step, and it was very easy for Rush, but once he got there, excellent chip. Again, Beasant maybe rushing out a little bit too quickly, but Rush is deadly in those positions, and delightful chip. But Chelsea are making it very easy for Liverpool. That's 2 forward passes, really, that were only hopeful ones that good defenders should have cut out, and that Liverpool through goals. Good Liverpool credit. Beardsley's taking his well, and so is Rush, and that's all they're worried about.
Well, Kenny Dalglish may not look a happy man, but surely he is deep down. 2 goals to the good so early in the game. Bobby Campbell, the Chelsea manager, said to his players a fortnight ago, after they went down 5-2 on this ground to Wimbledon, that they had to stop making stupid and fundamental errors at the back that pro footballers shouldn't make. Well, he said that. It was quoted in today's match programme, and they could be saying something similar after tonight.
Well, from what I can see, George, it's very basic. All the defenders have to do is give the forwards a yard or 2 on the goal side, which is, you don't need to be a genius of a defender to do that. And I think what Chelsea are trying to do is push up early and try and catch Liverpool offside, which is, I think a lot of teams do it, and I never will understand it. You've got good defenders like Roberts and Lee, well then they just got to defend and give themselves a yard or 2 start for the through ball. Should never be beaten like that.
Clive Wilson picked out Dorigo with a good ball here, and Dorigo trying to turn Venison. There's his cross, and it was Hysén's header straight back to Wilson. Bumstead. We'll get Dixon in, Hysén out again, and Liverpool settle it down. One for Mølby to chase, but Roberts has plenty of time to take command. Steve Clarke on the ball as Mølby makes it back to his midfield position. Houghton now. And Rush. And ahead of him. The man's gone offside, but Beardsley hasn't, but the pass was half intercepted. Chelsea's defence is really in some disarray at this stage, all clustered together and not terribly aware of their responsibilities, it would appear. The match is just 8 minutes old, and in it and the 2 previous matches Chelsea have now conceded 11 goals. There's Roberts' head. Dorigo coming back and putting pressure on Beasant, and the ball went out of play, and it's a corner. It really isn't Chelsea's day. Firmly struck back pass. Beasant went down. It's sliding on the turf. Couldn't keep it in play, and now it's played back to McMahon, and that's an own goal almost. Cleared away then, and Beardsley with the return shot, unable to put it under the target. But once again, the Chelsea defence at 6s and 7s, and Liverpool very nearly forcing a way through. McMahon playing it into the danger zone, and Beasant was all over the place.
I think once you lose a goal early on like they did, which was very simple, confidence goes right throughout the side without getting a start to the match. They haven't really started Chelsea with 2 goals down, and especially at the back now, and they've made a couple of errors. The confidence does go. Beardsley had a good chance there. I fancy him outside his right foot. He's usually very good in that position, and he just pulled it across the goal.
Durie. And down for Bumstead. He snatched at it, and it went too high. Well, it's certainly given us the recipe for a bright, open afternoon of football. Chelsea have got an attempt to get at them. Liverpool with a 2-goal cushion already.
I think it's difficult enough playing against Liverpool without giving them a 2-goal start, because they're the type of team that can tie the game up. If they get the ball back to Hansen and Hysén at the back, they can really play it round and get it back to Grobbelaar and really kill the game. I don't think they should do. I think it's too early to try and do that. They should try and go and get the other goal and really kill the game off. But Chelsea have a lot to do. But they've got some good players. They've got Durie and Dixon up front who are always capable of getting a goal. So they're not out of it by any means yet.
Wilson. And it's come to Houghton, and Houghton's played it forward for Beardsley. But the touchline comes first. That's on from Kerry Dixon towards Durie. Durie was fouled by Hansen. Illegal use of the arm there. And Gordon Durie, making just his 5th appearance of the season. He was out since early September, had an operation for a hernia, and is back in the side today at the expense of Chelsea's top scorer, Kevin Wilson. Now, can he open his account? He's there, Tony Dorigo's there. And that's Roberts in the wall. It's Durie to blast it. What a goal! What a way to return! A bullet to beat Big Bruce. That has to be one of the shots of the season. Right through the hole that Graham Roberts had left for him. And past Grobbelaar. Black mark against the wall, but what a strike!
Great strike by Durie. But I think if Kenny Dalglish sees the video of that during the week, somebody broke the wall there. That's what the wall is for, is to stop a direct shot. Roberts got out of the way, and Liverpool player went with him. It's just what Chelsea needed now. They should make a good match of it. Give them a bit of confidence to come back into the game. I thought it was a dodgy decision against Hansen in the first place outside the box. But good credit to Durie. Great shot, he hit it well. And they're back in the game again.
What an outstanding shot from Gordon Durie. He's only had a goal before this, before his injury. He was in a 2-2 draw against Nottingham Forest here on September the 9th, which was in fact the last match he played in before his operation. So on both sides of his absence, he celebrates with a goal. Durie once more. Now it's Ablett. And Durie might be in here. Grobbelaar forced to dive. Ablett unaware of the lurking menace. Venison towards Peter Beardsley. Monkou back, but Beardsley has him beaten. From McMahon. Played wide for Ablett. Mølby. And Ablett had thought about coming back. Not able to get the cross in, but gets the corner off Clarke. Gary Ablett a strong forward run there that's given Liverpool a good attacking position. And Ray Houghton, as usual, will take the corner on the far side. Hysén is on the edge of the penalty area. Save for his head. Monkou made the contact. It's back again towards Houghton. He's unable to keep it in play. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway because an offside decision had been given. It's Dorigo, and then Dickens, Venison, McMahon, a loose one from him, Clive Wilson, Kerry Dixon. Dixon tried to loop it over Grobbelaar, and it just wouldn't come down soon enough. And Chelsea deserve the credit for coming back at Liverpool. They're not going to lie down and take it. Some circumstances in which to try to put an end to an unconvincing run. Bad goal kick by Grobbelaar. Dropping those points has taken them down from the top of the table to 7th position. 2 points out of a possible 12 they've got in their last 4 matches, and they could really do with some points here this afternoon for Chelsea. It's Bumstead against Whelan. Now it's Dixon. Durie. Roberts. Nobody there for Chelsea. Hysén. And a rush. And Monkou, and it's out for a throw to Liverpool. 16 minutes of the contest gone at Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea 1, Liverpool 2. Chelsea trying to claw their way back from a 2-goal deficit, which arose as early as the 5th minute. That's found its way through to Houghton, and he's onside. Houghton awaits for help. Mølby was coming, but there were too many blue shirts around. And Haslow brought the corner. Dave Beasant has some organising to do, and Houghton will take the corner from the right as well. Mølby in the middle of the box, Hysén there too. Contact that he made wasn't the one he intended. Clarke. There's no Chelsea man forward. Hansen. Venison. Too long for Beardsley. Beasant happy to let it go for the goal kick.
Chelsea certainly got the goal at the right time for themselves to bring themselves back into it, because when you lose 2 goals like that, or give 2 goals away early on, you don't go too long without getting back into the game. And because the game really hadn't settled down, Beasant hadn't made a save, nothing had really happened. And you find yourself 2 goals down.
This is Dickens, in went Ablett. The ball has gone out for a throw to Chelsea. Ablett none the worse for that. The referee happy that it was not untoward. Beating Clarke. No challenge by Bumstead. That's a throw that results. Well, in fact, he's given the free kick against John Bumstead. It's Gary Ablett aim perhaps for Ian Rush. Beardsley made a run towards the wing, and that's he in possession now. A cumbersome challenge by David Lee rather, and it's Liverpool with another free kick. Beardsley. Mølby. And Rush with a free header. And Graham Roberts had to come to the rescue. Astonishing lapse in front of Dave Beasant there. The free kick came in.
You can't afford to do things like that. That's just a simple free kick that's come across the box, and really Rush had a good chance to knock that into the back of the net. And that's, again, basic stuff. You should never lose or look like losing balls like that. It's a well-organised First Division team.
This is finding its way through to Hansen. Nothing in that particular episode for Gordon Durie. That's Ablett. Monkou beating Rush. Hysén. Mølby. It's Clive Wilson. The referee acknowledging the linesman's signal of an infringement, but playing the advantage. Lee. Bumstead. Clarke. Over Hansen's head, but I think the ball will win that. Goal kick Liverpool. Kerry Dixon's been among the goals for Chelsea this season, joint top with 8. So far run past this man's team. Ablett. Mølby. McMahon. That's Ablett. Offside. Marvellous length in the kick, but not much use to Chelsea if it goes all the way through to Bruce Grobbelaar. Hansen, Liverpool captain. Whelan's gone on a run. Hansen tried to pick him out, but the pass was too long. Whelan is so influential these days for Liverpool. And captain the side in Hansen's absence. Clarke. Lee. Clarke again. Lee once more. The big man loves coming forward. And Lee with the shot, and Grobbelaar making the save at the second attempt. Big David Lee loves to come steaming forward, and that was all of his creation. The shot wasn't a bad one either at the finish. Grobbelaar got down well. It took 2 attempts to hold it. Chelsea come again. Kerry Dixon. Hansen with him, and Dixon's got the pace to get around Hansen, but Grobbelaar dropping the ball has given away an unnecessary corner. Good strong run by Kerry Dixon, and Hansen's lack of pace in that situation was exposed. And Chelsea now have a very good opportunity to get back on terms midway through the first half. David Lee going up to join the attack. And Monkou up there too, as Clive Wilson takes the corner, headed out by Venison. Clive Wilson once more. Up goes the head of Hansen to win it, and Beardsley to prevent another corner. And Roberts unaware that McMahon was behind him. Now it's Rush, and Rush taking on Clarke and finds Houghton, who's onside. Houghton against Beasant, and there's number 3. And Ray Houghton's first goal of the season comes as Chelsea's back 4 stands indicted again.
It's far too simple for Liverpool. There's a ball on the far side of the box. I think it's Wilson or Dorigo who was taking a step out. Again, I think it was the left back, in the left back position, to put somebody offside instead of playing it on its merits, because Houghton was always free down the right-hand side. And that's why it looks so simple with Chelsea losing the goals. From nothing, that was a long ball by Beardsley. It shouldn't have been any real danger, and Rush finished up getting a break. But as Rush made a break forward, one of the Chelsea players stepped out, and then it left Houghton free. And Houghton took it exceptionally well. Once he got into that position, and Beasant came running out again, a little chip over the top, a la Rush. Brilliant goal. Great play by Liverpool. If Chelsea are willing to make the mistakes, then they've got to take, Liverpool are certainly taking advantage of it.
Doing much as they please, assisted of course by the fact that Chelsea are rather error prone today. There was another basic one in the centre circle in the build up to that goal when Graham Roberts was unaware of the man Steve McMahon on his blind side. But Liverpool are certainly no team to spurn opportunities when presented. 25 minutes gone, 3-1 to the Reds. Wilson, Kerry Dixon, and Dorigo in support. Wilson again. Roberts. Dixon with the header into the danger zone, but Durie hadn't moved far enough forward.
Chelsea do get going and get passing the ball around. They look quite dangerous because Dixon up front is very lively and looks to have the legs on Hansen. But you've got to defend as well as attack, and if Chelsea are going to give goals away like that, well then no matter how well they're doing up front, it won't be any good.
Venison clearing it, but George Courtney, the referee, has said that Durie's feet were high there, and he's given a free kick against the Chelsea player. Free kick to Liverpool. Chelsea have to regroup. Interesting that they should be conceding so many goals. They play 5 across the back with Monkou as a sort of spare man. But 5 men in front of Dave Beasant aren't having the desired effect by any manner of means. Beardsley. And Beardsley still there, but straight at Beasant. Peter Beardsley certainly revelling in these opportunities presented by an untuned Chelsea defence. Ablett. Mølby. Whelan. And that's for McMahon. Venison. Looking towards Rush. But it's Roberts for Chelsea. Steve Clarke. Lee. Clarke again. Another play. A wasted opportunity.
Well, Chelsea have sagged again since the last goal, and that's what goals do to a side. The teams that score them, it really boosts them, and teams that lose them get really dejected. And Chelsea are very dejected at the moment. The clinical finisher by Liverpool, absolutely brilliant. Once they get into goal scoring positions, they didn't give Beasant a touch of the ball.
Houghton. McMahon. Clive Wilson attempting to dispossess Beasant. There's nobody there. Did I say Beasant? I meant Venison, of course. Hysén. And back to Grobbelaar. big Swedish defender now, a fixture at the centre of the Liverpool defence. It's Beardsley, Mølby, Monkou in the way. So Liverpool players just look that half-yard faster, don't they? And of course, with the confidence that a 3-1 lead gives you. Ray Houghton, Beardsley this time. Lee gone with him. Still it's Peter Beardsley. And Dorigo getting back, making the tackle. The throw results. Venison. Whelan. And once more. Venison. Curled towards Rush. Can it off Mølby. And has gone for a goal kick. Half an hour of this match is gone. And Liverpool are in command. Chelsea in desperate need of some inspiration. Goals from Beardsley, Rush and Houghton to a superbly struck free kick by Gordon Durie. He's given the scoreboard its present look. It's Bumstead beating Whelan. Now it's Clive Wilson. Bumstead again. Clive Wilson and Dorigo. Poor final ball once more. Dorigo now very much part of the England squad for the World Cup. McMahon to Mølby. McMahon. Hysén. And Venison. As long as Liverpool have the ball, Chelsea can't score. Venison. Ball to Houghton. And Whelan for Rush. And Houghton once again. Couldn't find a way through there, but they just toyed with Chelsea until they found the opening, and then they went through. Free kick against Venison. Foul on Kerry Dixon here. It's not happening for Chelsea at all.
The goals that Liverpool have in hand give them the licence to play the way they were playing. They can play it around the back, they can be patient, if necessary they can pass it back to Grobbelaar, but they're also looking for the opening up front with Beardsley and Rush looking very sharp. But if the worst comes to worst, they can always play it around and then just play out time even from here, and Chelsea got to get the ball back, and Chelsea now are desperate to get forward and they're kicking long balls and really just playing into Liverpool's hands.
And there's another of them, which has again resulted in Liverpool possession. Mølby. Man for Ablett. Hansen. And back to Hysén. Barry Venison. And Alan Hansen once more. It really is up to Chelsea to come and get it back. Whelan. Offside against Peter Beardsley. Now Bumstead. Clive Wilson. Bumstead towards Dixon. Well, it very nearly worked on that occasion. It seemed that Hysén misjudged it, but Dixon couldn't quite capitalise on it. Optimistic sort of ball from Ray Houghton, resulting in a Chelsea throw. And once again, Chelsea have given the possession away. McMahon. Venison. McMahon again. Rush making the forward run, but he'd been covered, so it's Whelan to Venison. Rush this time. Roberts clattering in from behind, and that's a free kick to Liverpool.
Liverpool are really stringing the pass together, and look at the length of time they had the ball in relation to when Chelsea got it, who are looking to get forward too early. They have to with 2 goals down, and it's difficult to keep giving the ball to Liverpool, and it's taking them ages to get it back then.
Whelan taking the free kick to Ablett. McMahon. There's Beardsley, it's now McMahon again. And Ablett. Mølby. Liverpool really do seem to own the ball, don't they? Whelan. And they've all the options open to them whenever problems arise. Except on occasions like that when Alan Hansen gave the ball away. Chelsea's desperation evident in the football they're playing. Rushed, unconsidered, and prone to lose possession. Venison. Houghton. Venison again. Whelan. Uncharacteristic loose pass from Ronnie Whelan. It's now Alan Dickens. Clarke. Durie. Now Dickens. Again the move breaks down. Hysén. Mølby offside against Peter Beardsley. And they're persisting with the tactic despite the fact that it's cost them at least a couple of the goals.
I think Liverpool will be worth a while now really going at Chelsea, try and get another goal. Because they're just playing it around a little bit and take the extra pass, and they're giving it away without really getting a shot on the goals. And I think they should play the game as if they're a goal down and look to get out Chelsea, because Chelsea are vulnerable at the back. But the way they're playing it, they can play it around all day, and it's up to Chelsea to get the ball back from them. But you can't blame Liverpool for that. It's not easy for Chelsea to get it. With likes of Hansen and Hysén, Houghton and Whelan, it's very difficult to get the ball back again.
Houghton's on the ball now. They have it back with David Lee. Well, that's how things are going for another London club. The league leaders Arsenal in position to claim 3 more points. Rather glum, Mr. Campbell. Made my day when I actually had to unlock the gate to let him in to Stamford Bridge an hour before the kick-off. Maybe he wishes he'd remained locked out.
I was just going to say that, George. I think maybe you haven't done him any favours today.
Hansen. Ablett. And let's play forward to Rush. Ablett continued his run. Beardsley is in the middle for him. That's Bumstead with him. Now Mølby. Houghton's made a little run forward. It's Ablett crossing towards Beardsley. Monkou away. Whelan delivered directly back to Ablett. Houghton. Well played by Ray Houghton. Somehow Chelsea shut the door.
What a hide in Chelsea are getting at the moment. They're getting an absolute lesson, and they look a little bit dejected, and when they're in the position that they're in, they've just got to work that little bit harder, a lot harder, to get the ball back again. But they're standing off Liverpool, they're letting them play it, and no better team to really make them pay for that. Chelsea got to work harder, get their spirits up again and get going again, try and get the ball back off Liverpool.
Dickens. It's not a particularly good ball to Dorigo. Monkou. Finding his way around McMahon. has continued into the attack. And Clarke plays it forward to him again. Now perhaps something for Chelsea. Monkou's cross, Dixon up there, but Dixon was pushing Barry Venison, and a free kick to Liverpool is what results. A good strong run forward by the big defender, trying to show his attacking teammates quite how they should do it. And a booming cross that ended with Kerry Dixon fouling his man. Hansen. And that's played towards Beardsley. Beardsley still there, but that's back with Beasant. Clive Wilson. Dixon. Cut out by Hysén. Clive Wilson again. Dorigo supporting outside. Again, Chelsea give it away. One wonders at this phase of the game, with Liverpool so dominant and keeping the possession, quite how much Chelsea might be missing the influence of Peter Nicholas, skipper, the regular skipper in the midfield, injured a fortnight ago against Wimbledon here, and has since had a cartilage operation. His influence in the midfield is steel. At a time like this might be invaluable. Clarke. Wilson for Dorigo. And Dorigo with the first time cross. Dickens. Cleared by Venison. And now Durie, blocked by McMahon. Dickens going in. Clarke is down injured. And the Chelsea skipper is up. As Chelsea continue, but that's too close to Bruce Grobbelaar. Kerry Dixon made the running up the right. But the cross to finish it all off was not of the highest order.
I think what Chelsea have to do, George, I know they missed Nicholas, who was a good tackler, but really they're giving the Liverpool defenders like Hansen and Hysén too much room on the ball, too much time at the ball, because they've got an extra man at the back. But that's no good to them when there's the 3-1 down, and what they've got to do is push one of the defenders forward and one of the midfield players forward to get out Hysén and Hansen and hurry them up a little bit, not give them as much time on the ball. Because Liverpool can take all day, and at 3-1 up they can take all day in it, whereas Chelsea got to get it back, got to get after them a bit more.
Bumstead. Durie. Dickens against Venison. It's Houghton. That was the sensible ball in that circumstance.
That's what I'm talking about. I see the time Hansen is on the ball now. Really, Chelsea players should be getting at him. There's just Venison. There's an extra Chelsea player at the back.
Liverpool doing much as they please. It's a free kick they've won here for pushing. Just 2.5 minutes to half time. Well, the Chelsea players will look forward to it for the respite it'll give them. And with it they'll dread it for the tongue lashing they're certain to get from their manager in the interval. Ablett is taking up ever more forward positions now. Mølby. Ablett again. So he's enjoying this game, the left back. Mølby beaten by Dickens. Throw to Liverpool. Rush of Beardsley in the penalty area. And that's sent towards Ablett. It results in another throw. In fact, the whistle had gone for a free kick to Chelsea. Roberts. Well, he's not having the best of games today, Graham Roberts. Chelsea have visited all of this on themselves. Hansen. Hysén made some room for himself. Venison. Now Hysén. Venison. Chelsea win it back. Dickens. Dixon to Wilson. Bumstead. Wilson again. Dorigo. And Wilson. There's not a great deal of movement for him. There are 3 players altogether on the edge of the penalty area, none of them offering a genuine target for him. Now Durie. Dorigo. And Grobbelaar having to make an acrobatic stop. There might have been a slight deflection of a Liverpool boot there. Grobbelaar's handling was safe and secure. We're in the final minute of the first half. Chelsea beginning to come to life a little more. Roberts' pass, not a good one. Able to beat Rush on that occasion. Now Lee. One back by Whelan and McMahon together. And it's Rush. Beardsley and Houghton are up with him. That's for Beardsley. Carried up there first. So we'll move into the time that George Courtney is adding on for stoppages. No injuries in the first half. And Liverpool comfortably in command. And there is the half-time whistle. Liverpool taking early control through Peter Beardsley's opening goal. And then 2 minutes later, Ian Rush was in for number 2. A splendid free kick from Gordon Durie brought it back to 2-1 after 12 minutes. But 23 minutes gone, and Ray Houghton was in for a superb little goal to leave it comfortably in front for Liverpool. Half-time at Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea 1, Liverpool 3. To Stamford Bridge, the second half is exactly 10 seconds old. It's Chelsea defending the goal to our left. Liverpool 3-1 to the good. Ian Rush, scorer of their second goal. And not a very happy afternoon for Chelsea at all. Has the half-time team talk worked the oracle? Or will Liverpool continue where they left off, on top? Roberts. And Dalglish showing, Kenny Dalglish that is, that he's adept at fielding the ball. Dorigo. Head of Hysén, now it's Whelan. And Clarke Wilson. And now it's Bumstead. Durie. And Bumstead again, trying to find a way through here. Whelan denying him. Only Whelan there to make the important challenge, and yet again. And it's Clarke. Certainly Chelsea have begun the second half with a little more vim, more pace in their play. Hansen. Beardsley. Challenged by Monkou. That's Whelan again. Houghton. Rush laid on for Beardsley, and Beardsley pulled down, and that is a penalty. And Graham Roberts exposed again for pace, claiming that he made the challenge outside the area. But I think the geometry has gone a little wrong there as far as Graham Roberts is concerned. Peter Beardsley can well afford to smile. It was definitely in the area, it was definitely a penalty. Beardsley knocking the ball away, down he goes inside the area. And this should be number 4 for Liverpool. Jan Mølby against Beasant. Oh, what a save! Should be number 4, but isn't. And so at last something has gone right for Chelsea.
That's the first time that Beasant has made, and he's been beaten 3 times. And that is a vital. It's good. Picked his spot, but and went early, Beasant, but it was a good save. He is good at those penalties. Big fella, he spreads himself well. That's a vital penalty for Liverpool. Should have put the game way beyond. It may well be that it's way beyond Chelsea's reach anyway, but that would certainly confirm it if he sticks that penalty home. funny enough, Mølby hasn't really been on his game during the day. He doesn't really look fit to me. He looks overweight again, and I'm not blaming that for missing the penalty. But it really is a big one for Liverpool. That game is really finished if it's scored there.
Well, it should have been number 4. You shouldn't miss penalties, but Dave Beasant was equal to the task, and Chelsea are still in this, if only just. But yet again, it was Graham Roberts' lack of pace that caused the problem. Beardsley was through. Roberts felt he had no alternative but to bring him down. Well, that helped Chelsea's confidence. Rush making a little run. It's rolled from McMahon. Too many blue shirts around. Now it's Ablett. Beardsley. Still it's Beardsley on one of those mazy dribbles of his. And Beasant down to make the save. Grobbelaar. Just to bring you right up to date on the League of Ireland situation in the Open League tomorrow. Dundalk against Drogheda is now off, that match postponed, but Pats in Galway, that is on. So that's the very latest information concerning Open League of Ireland fixtures. In the first division of the English League, 4 minutes of the second half gone. Liverpool maybe should have been 4-1 up, but are still just 3-1 up against Chelsea.
I think what's disappointing about Chelsea today is the lack of fire. There's no fire about them. They're getting beaten 3-1, and when Liverpool get the ball, they're still having a stroll. And if I were Bobby Campbell, that's where I would be disappointed about more than anything else. They're not getting after Liverpool. They're not making it difficult for them. And it's really a stroll for Liverpool when they have it. There should be a bit of fire about them and getting into them, and get at them and try and pull the goals back.
Ablett with the throw. Mølby. Back to Hansen. Venison. Rush. Beardsley and McMahon. Oh, what a lovely move by Liverpool. McMahon against Beasant, and McMahon shows he can do it too. That was absolutely brilliant and fully deserved the finish it got. And last time we saw Steve McMahon, he did it at Manchester City. Now he's done it again at Stamford Bridge.
Switches out for the offside. I didn't look there. Beasant again is coming out. He's doing everything right there. He can't do anything more. Really brilliant finish by McMahon. Once McMahon gets in that position, like the other players, Houghton and even Rush, has chipped it over. And great stuff from Liverpool, there's no doubt about that. It's not their fault that Chelsea are not playing as well as they should, and they're not making it as difficult as they should. They're going about their job well. They've missed a penalty, they're still 4-1 up, and Kenny Dalglish has got to be very pleased with this. Absolutely brilliant display. A brilliant display of finishing. That's a midfield player. That's Houghton and McMahon, two midfield players, have gone through and finished as well as Rush or Beardsley could do. Great stuff from Liverpool.
Steve McMahon, very much the hero of the moment. It matters not a whit now that Liverpool missed that penalty. McMahon reversed the balance. 3 goals between his team and Chelsea. Didn't play such a good ball there. It's Lee. Dixon is ruled away. Clive Wilson making ground through the middle. Dixon has to content himself with the corner.
I think it's got to be said too that Roberts has been the weak link for Chelsea. I know George has said his lack of pace, and really should have turned and had a go at McMahon there, but I think he stopped hoping to get an offside, and he was never offside. Rush beat him for pace, and he hasn't looked comfortable at all in the heart of that defence.
Clive Wilson with the corner. Durie. Wilson again. And that was Bumstead. There was Kerry Dixon in the middle of it all. But a goal kick to Liverpool is what results. Frustrating afternoon for Kerry Dixon, I'm sure. Grobbelaar seriously troubled only by that free kick that whistled past his ear. And goal to Durie. Whelan. Mølby. Ablett. Liverpool making the odd little error here and there, almost as if the concentration is being allowed to lapse because they're really not being put under any pressure at all. Here's Ronnie Whelan. Hysén. Well, here's the McMahon goal again. Rush to Beardsley to McMahon. Poetry in motion. First touch every time, and even first touch here. Such an exquisite first touch to put it home. And now it's 4. And the game is 54 minutes old. Dorigo. Durie. Cut out by Hysén. Durie again. Going nowhere.
Well, they're a bit demoralised, there's no doubt about that, Chelsea. And again, when you see the replay of the goal, Robert stood perfectly still. Once the ball was played from Bridge, I think, onto McMahon, instead of making an effort to get back at McMahon, he just stopped dead. And really, that's a sign that the team's getting hiding. And Roberts was definitely at fault again there.
Now Roberts towards Dixon, cleared by Ablett. Back in from Monkou. Dixon chasing. The linesman signalling that the ball was out of play and that it's a Liverpool throw. Whelan. It's no better in the second half for Bobby Campbell. Beardsley. No offside against Mølby. Beardsley again. On from McMahon to Houghton. Rush. Fouled by Monkou. Good position for Liverpool, this. Ronnie Whelan racing the ball. McMahon and Mølby there as well. Bumstead, Dickens and Clarke in the wall.
Worth a shot from Mølby here. There's a bit of a wind blowing out there, and it's behind Liverpool.
And it's McMahon who strikes it, and that's a corner. The German written over his face. Clipped the wall on the way through. Sailed over Beasant's crossbar, and that's Liverpool's corner. And there's an indication of the wind, which is firmly behind Liverpool. Houghton, Beardsley, Houghton again. McMahon couldn't control it, but Whelan is there. And Whelan getting the shot in, and not very far away at all. And another corner. Ronnie Whelan's shot also deflected. Beasant beaten. And another corner to Liverpool results. We mightn't have seen the end of the scoring yet. Houghton to Beardsley again. And Houghton once more. Easily beat his man. And there's the cross. Hysén trying to get up to it. Whelan, McMahon. Beardsley. Monkou away. Throw to Liverpool.
Well, the Liverpool players are actually enjoying themselves out there now. I think they know there's no danger from Chelsea, and it's just a matter of trying to get any more goals and look for any more goals. They're certainly enjoying themselves. They're relaxed now. which isn't often happening in the first division matches. You can relax that much and enjoy it as much as Liverpool should be able to enjoy it now.
Here's Roberts. Dorigo. Durie. Durie was just fouled by Houghton. Free kick to Chelsea. Monkou on the 18-yard line as Clive Wilson leaves the free kick to Tony Dorigo. Cleared by Steve McMahon. Dorigo. Roberts. Offside. Five goals at Highbury 2, and Arsenal the better off there. League leaders in command, and the second place team in the league look like staying in touch here at Stamford Bridge. Kevin Wilson, Chelsea's top scorer, on the bench. I wonder if he feels he might have been able to make a more positive contribution to the cause, but sadly it's not really striking problems that Chelsea have. There are problems at the back, which Mølby is exposing here. And there's Roberts caught out again. Free kick in another good position to Liverpool. A frustrating afternoon for Chelsea's player coach. Mølby and Ablett are the two players together. It's Ablett taking it, and Beardsley totally unmarked. Here's Beardsley again. I think he could scarcely believe his good fortune there.
If Beardsley had hit that first time from the free kick, it wouldn't have been far off target. It's a good free kick because Ablett pushed it to him. I think he could have hit it first time and taken his chance on it. He just tried to stop it and then set himself up. They're so much in control, Liverpool. It's just untrue.
McMahon, Venison, Rush losing out to Wilson. Now it's Whelan. Ablett has been very prominent in this game. Mølby. Hansen. Now the arrogance beginning to shine through in Jan Mølby's approach. It has brought Liverpool right back to their own penalty area. A big strong lad, Great Dane, Rambo. Not going to be knocked off the ball that easily. Hansen really is taking on the dimensions of a practice match for Liverpool now. Houghton and Beardsley just caught offside. Fortunately for Chelsea.
Well, it's humiliating stuff for Chelsea now, unless they really got to get their pride back and get working at it and make it difficult for them, a bit more difficult at the back for Liverpool, because there'll be exhibition stuff from Liverpool and they'll finish up strolling through for another goal.
That was another indication of a Graham Roberts free kick going straight to Ray Houghton. Durie fouled, free kick to Chelsea now. Kind of consolation here. Two men to form up. It's not exactly the right position from which to strike a shot for goal. Clive Wilson. In goes Monkou. And Grobbelaar makes the save. Well, Kenneth Monkou had gone up into a striking position, as he tends to do at these free kicks. Wilson picked him out well, but Grobbelaar did equally well. Difficult header for a goalkeeper to deal with. Down and into the turf and bounce anywhere. Roberts once more in the heat of the action. Seemed like a little push there by Hysén. referee didn't see it as such. It's Ablett. Mølby. Monkou beating Rush, but it's come to Beardsley. Ablett. Mølby. Easily dispossessed there by Alan Dickens. Dixon. And run through the middle by Clive Wilson, which came to naught. Hysén. It's been so frustrating to play against this, but Liverpool are really having it more or less all their own way. Dickens. Durie back to Roberts. Clarke. That was Bumstead, and Durie's through here. And Durie brilliantly tipped away by Grobbelaar. Gordon Durie opting to try and curl it with the outside of his boot around the Liverpool goalkeeper. Well, that was a great save by Bruce Grobbelaar, arching up and back and knocking it away. And Clive Wilson with the corner. Dorigo. Monkou was up there, and Lee. And David Lee, perhaps not quite aware of where he should be aimed instead at an advertising hoarding, and the danger was past.
Liverpool have gone a little bit slack now. They're getting bored with the game, which is wrong as well. They should really pick it up now and keep it going and keep the passing nice and crisp, and look to make progress rather than just playing it around. Look for another goal.
Venison. That's Lee. 20 minutes of the second half gone. Chelsea 1, Liverpool 4. Another highly convincing away performance by the Anfield Reds. Saw them a fortnight ago, winning by exactly the same scoreline at Manchester City. That was a bottom of the table team. This team they're playing against today has pretensions, did indeed lead the First Division, but has now slipped to 7th place on the back of 4 indifferent results. Make that 5 after today. And a team really with major problems at the back. They've now conceded 13 goals in 3 games.
It's amazing how the results go, because I think up to the Wimbledon match a couple of weeks ago, they hadn't been beaten at Stamford Bridge since last September. So they've really gone to the dogs in the last few weeks. What a good performance by Liverpool. And you think, Gillespie and Staunton, Nicol, not in the side. And they still can feel the team like they have done, really outplaying Chelsea as much as they have done today.
And this is also Liverpool without John Barnes.
Sorry, George. I knew there was a little player. I couldn't think who it was.
Clarke. Ablett just unable to keep it in play. Steve Clarke. Most impressive seconds in the view of his own supporters. Dickens. Clarke again. He got the cross in all right. Somehow it sailed all the way through the defence and through those at the attacking station as well. And out for a throw to Liverpool on the far side of the field. Steve Clarke prominent in that, but leading nowhere in the end. Gary Ablett. Hansen. Now it's Hysén. Roberts' head in the way, and Lee there as well. Durie. Dixon. Dorigo. Overlapping is Monkou. But he's now out of position, and Liverpool can counter with Venison. Played through the gap for Beardsley against Roberts. Beardsley fell down himself on that occasion, but now it's Venison. Rush, and eventually tidied up by Clarke. But all of that beginning with an unfortunate overlap by the centre half and a pass that didn't reach him. And Liverpool were straight back in. Durie. Clive Wilson. Lee. Clarke attacking up the wing. Ablett with the challenge. And Clarke once again. Looking across, Dixon unable to get there. Durie has it. Put away by Whelan. Back it comes again. And Whelan once more in the thick of the action. Being impeded, said the referee George Courtney. Free kick to Liverpool. Beardsley. Free kick. Taken from the correct position. Chelsea will have a chance to regroup.
Liverpool should just pick it up a bit now, just at this stage in the game, because there's a fair bit to go yet, and they've just gone a little bit sleeping, a little bit casual by their standards because of the state of the game. Keep the passing nice and crisp, and look to get another goal, because there's plenty of goals there for them if they want to go and get them.
Hansen directing operations. Ablett. Rush. Nicely round Lee. McMahon's in the middle, that's for him. Monkou got there first. And they can switch from this relaxed, composed style into rapier-like attack in seconds, just as they did then. And then they look so lethal. And Kenneth Monkou back to make the interception.
Well, Liverpool are playing like they're playing, and they're passing the ball well. There's no better team in the country, there's no doubt about that. And no better team to watch, in my opinion. I love watching Liverpool when they're in full flow. Passing's good, played up to Rush and Beardsley, get through on the goals. Really excellent stuff, and brilliant to watch.
It's Mølby's corner. Dorigo. Dixon, the only Chelsea player forward. It's meant for Durie. Another slack pass. Houghton. There was no offside, but the pass was too long. Whelan in to win it back for Liverpool. Houghton. McMahon. Mølby. Whelan. And now Ablett. Mølby. Hysén. Whelan. Chelsea try to attack themselves. Durie. Played forward to Dixon. Run back by Venison. And it's come to Clarke. Clarke for Lee. Run back again by Whelan. Ablett. Here's the inside in. Rush further across. Was trying to pick up Houghton, running from the back. But that slack play by Chelsea has given it back to Houghton. Whelan to Ablett, to McMahon, to Beardsley, and now Mølby. Beardsley, Mølby again. Hansen, Hysén, Whelan. What a great ball, but it's offside against Ablett. There can't have been very much in that. 11 passes strung together by Liverpool, and then Whelan spotting Ablett on the run up the wing, but the run must just have been marginally too swift. He can afford to joke with the cameraman at the Fulham Road end.
Well, they're certainly enjoying themselves as Liverpool players, and no better man than Grobbelaar to clown around. That was a brilliant ball from Ronnie Whelan. I didn't think he was offside there at all. Whelan has done his usual brilliant job for Liverpool this afternoon. He's won all the loose ones again. Again, not a very attractive job, because he's getting the one that's getting a little toe poke. He's again winning it in the air. Whenever defensive stuff has to be done around the middle of the field, he's been the one that's winning it more than anybody else, and more than willing to go into the attack as well and link it up and get them going up front. But it's his stuff around the middle of the field that's great for Liverpool. He wins any loose balls when they're making an attack. Chelsea, he's the one that's going to win it.
Beardsley losing out there to Lee. David Lee spending a lot of time making forward runs now in the hope of salvaging a lost cause. Clarke, Durie, Wilson, Durie, Bumstead, Dixon rather, and he has won the corner. Kerry Dixon would love to get his name on the score sheet to make it look less embarrassing from a Chelsea point of view. Again, tall lads have gone forward. Kenneth Monkou, David Lee. Clive Wilson takes the corner. And Dixon there, and Durie just can't force it home, and Liverpool survive. And that, the closest Chelsea have come to scoring in any shape or form since Durie scored that from that free kick. They have another free kick, but it just wouldn't go in for them. Now it's Clarke, out off the back of Mølby, and a corner to Chelsea.
I think Grobbelaar was all over the place there, and he's coming out and he's going back, and he's looked there because Ablett tried to clear it with his right foot, and it broke up across the goal for him, which was good. A lot of Liverpool players there. That's the way it goes for Chelsea. When it's not your day, it's not your day, and things like that. If it's really going for you, stick him in the back of the net.
It's Dixon. But who was the man who tackled him? Ronnie Whelan. Dorigo. Wilson. Still it's Wilson. The challenge from Gary Ablett has gone for another corner. Ironically enough, it was Peter Beardsley who effected the clearance, the ultimate clearance, to prevent it going to 4-2. It stays 4-1 to Liverpool, and just under a quarter of an hour to go. Wilson takes it. The best that Chelsea can have from it is a throw.
I think Wilson has done well for Chelsea today. He's been one of the better players, and he hasn't been in the team regularly this season. He was a good player, and he's the one of the few players that's really come out of this game with any credit from Chelsea's point of view.
And the ball once more. Roberts pumping it back into the penalty area. Dixon underneath it, but it was Hysén's head that got nearest to it. Now McMahon, and Rush is free, and Liverpool have 4 against 2 here. Beardsley, one of those making ground through the middle. It's Rush laying it back to Houghton. Oh, what a goal! And Ray Houghton adds another, but the flag was up for offside, and that will not count.
I think that's disgraceful. I really do. I think it's a terrible decision by the linesman. Nobody could have been interfering with play there. He struck it extremely well. First time with his right foot, and what he's done, the linesman, is give offside against Beardsley, who was in front of the ball right enough. No, the ball just whistled past Best in that position. I think that's a dreadful decision for a linesman to do there. Beardsley couldn't have been interfered with the play. Shot it straight into the back of the net. It was a beautiful goal.
Clarke. And back at the other end, Grobbelaar makes a simple save. Well, it may not have counted, but it was certainly one well worth recalling. A brilliant build-up through rush.
Watch when he plays it square here. Now Houghton comes onto it. Now watch where Beardsley is. Didn't put Beasant off in any way whatsoever there. It was a beautiful strike and he hit it well with his left foot.
So, nearly increasing his tally for the season by 200%. He simply increased it 100%. First goal of the season earlier on in the match. Less spectacular than that. Sadly, that one doesn't count. Now from the back, Hansen to Ablett. Rushes in the middle. Ablett curls it towards him and rushes there, and that is number 5.
Good football, wasn't it, Charles, by Ablett? And watch rush it, we do see him. He's just going in and then he pulls off the defender to make his position. Beautiful. And Ablett's on, just pulling away there. He's had a look to see him pull away. He's floated it. That's just made a position for rush. He was in nearer the goals than that. He pulled away from it to give Ablett a chance to get the ball over to him. He didn't half finish it away well. Lovely finish. Great stuff, Campbell. Absolutely brilliant. I think probably Campbell will have nightmares about this match for a long time.
That says it all, doesn't it? And so ends the longest spell in the game without a goal. We've gone 27 minutes without having the net ruffled. But Ian Rush settled that. And now Liverpool welcome back Steve Nicol. Nicol, who's played only one of the last 9 matches. He's had an injury problem. But he's now come on for a taste of the action for the last 11 minutes or so, and quite right too. Stretch the legs.
What an ideal match for him to come back into, and the team is winning like they are doing. The exhibition stuff now, they can really get the pace of it and feel it good. I think a nightmare for any player now would be coming on as sub for Chelsea.
So Steve Nicol is on, Ian Mølby is off, and Nicol is already in the action, and he's won a corner. Not long involved, and forces Graham Roberts into the challenge that gives Liverpool the corner. And Steve Nicol takes it himself. Ablett now. Houghton succeeding in winning it back. Chelsea succeeding in winning it back from him. Hysén. Whelan. And now Rush. Ablett and Nicol, too close to Beasant. Wilson. Dixon, Durie, Bumstead and Dickens. Clarke, Lee. And Roberts. And all got the Mølby. Dalglish has watched his team score 9 goals in their last 2 away matches, and on Sports Stadium you've seen them all. At the top of the First Division, Liverpool are really bubbling. Not quite top. And they're going to ship another one here. Knocked away by Hysén, and it just won't run for Chelsea. Nicol, McMahon and Houghton. Whelan, Houghton again, and McMahon making a silk purse out of that one. Good challenge by Alan Dickens though. Lee, Wilson. Wilson with the shot, which sailed over the bar.
I think if Chelsea get away with 5-1 here, they won't be unhappy about it, because they've had a perfect, or looked like a perfectly good goal disallowed and a penalty kick saved. So the scoreline doesn't accurately reflect the playing level today, because as an unhappy man, sometimes teams go right high today and really haven't shown the spirit that you would expect from a team that's trying to get back on the rails again.
Well, Gary Lineker's among the goals at Old Trafford. Encouraging news for Tottenham fans who haven't had that much to be happy about. The team battling to move above a mid-table position. Arch rivals from across North London, Arsenal, have been lording it at the top of Division 1. Tony Cascarino among the goals at the Den, and not a good result, or not a good scoreline certainly for Aston Villa. Villa, of course, level on points with Liverpool at the start of this. But it now looks like a straight dogfight next weekend for position at the top of the table between Liverpool and Arsenal. We will, of course, be seeing Liverpool in action next Saturday. Early kick-off at Anfield, which we'll be visiting to bring you Liverpool against Manchester United live from there. Manchester United 1-0 down to Tottenham today. We'll have difficulty living with Liverpool if this irresistible form is continued. So that's live on a Sports Stadium special next Saturday at 12:30. Have your lunch to it. And then the following week we're at Villa Park for the visit of the current league leaders, Arsenal. So lots of top soccer to see us through the rest of December on Sports Stadium. And this afternoon, with just 5 minutes to go at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 1, Liverpool 5. Brings the total of goals against to 14 in the last 3 league matches for Chelsea. There's something seriously amiss in the defence. It's Rush, a good ball to Beardsley. Nicol is outside. Beardsley going on the run himself and left 2 players standing in his wake. Couldn't make it all the way there. And he had 2 men in the middle. Exhibition stuff from Liverpool. Clarke. McMahon nicked it back. And he's finally got it. And the opportunity to do something really constructive, which he's done. Houghton racing onto this. And it's Ray Houghton still. Pulled back for Ablett. So the angle was a little wrong there, so they'll have to do it again. Whelan. Nicol. And Beardsley all alone. And Beardsley denied by Beasant. And Houghton just couldn't get there.
Well, I think Rush is not too pleased about that. I think when Beardsley went to pull it inside, I think Rush was in a great position to be knocked across the goal. But it wasn't a bad effort. It's like 5-a-side now for Liverpool, so he can score the goals. I think if we can see Rush here, when Beardsley pulls it inside and he pretends to hit it, Rush is in a great position just out there. I don't think he was too pleased about it. But Beasant made a good save, and Liverpool are just playing out time, really. If they can get another goal, they'll get it. But if they don't, they won't be too bothered, I don't think.
Whelan. And Nicol. And Chelsea attempt to salvage something at this late stage. Wilson. There's Bumstead. This is Nicol. Whelan to Rush. We'll have to wait till the support arrives. And Rush obstructed by Monkou. It's a free kick to Liverpool, indirect free kick. They've Rush up, they've Beardsley up, they've Glenn Hysén up, and they've Steve Nicol too. Houghton leaving it. Struck firmly to the back post, but rather too firmly. Goal kick is what results. The free kick wasn't Ronnie Whelan's best effort of the afternoon, but it's been a thoroughly satisfactory afternoon for him in every other respect. For Bruce Grobbelaar, danger of being charged an admission fee for this match. He's watched so much of it.
Well, I think Bruce will be fooling around there. He's plenty of goals in the bag to do so, and he's watched an excellent performance by his team. And Chelsea have made it easy for them. They gave too many silly goals away early on, but full credit to Liverpool for punishing them and then doing their own stuff to score good goals as well. Taking the goals brilliantly. Every goal they've scored, they've taken really well.
It's Ablett to Rush with just 90 seconds to go. It's still Ian Rush. The ball's still in play. The pass to Beardsley was not quite inch perfect. And Chelsea look at the yawning chasm of a second successive 5-goal home defeat. A fortnight ago, Wimbledon came here and inflicted the first defeat on Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in 14 months. Now it's unquestionably 2 in a row, and both of them have involved 5 goals. It's Chelsea's worst defeat at Stamford Bridge, unquestionably, this season. 4-goal margin. It's by some considerable way their worst defeat at all this season, but at the end of it they get a goal from Kerry Dixon.
I think Bruce was asleep there. Although Dixon hit it well when we see it, I think Bruce should have stopped it. I think his concentration's gone, as probably a lot of the Liverpool players have. But Dixon has played well, and when this is knocked down to him, he catches it well on the volley. I do think that Bruce should have stopped that.
Well, it's exactly the same as 2 weeks ago. Kerry Dixon through Bruce Grobbelaar, making it 5-2. And Chelsea's top scorer gets his 9th of the season in the very last minute of the contest. Ironic cheers around Stamford Bridge for that, because it was virtually the last action of the half. 2 consecutive 5-2 defeats for Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Steve McMahon, so influential through the whole of the match, but getting the first of Liverpool's second half goals. Ian Rush got the second of their second half goals, and then right at the finish there was Kerry Dixon to get another consolation for Chelsea. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes for Liverpool from Beardsley and Rush. Then Gordon Durie pulled it back to 2-1 before Ray Houghton scored an exquisite goal to make it 3-1 before the break. Beardsley pulled down for a penalty, missed by Mølby, saved by Beasant, but then Liverpool ran riot and left it finishing up like that. Final score at Stamford Bridge, a thoroughly convincing victory for Liverpool by 5